The Sports Ball Stuff podcast is brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. Pulpery Media presents Sports Ball Stuff with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the major sports stories that intrigue us and the little stories that enrage us.
Can't get here quick enough. The Rangers are terrible. Like, I don't understand how the Rangers were 2 games away from the Stanley Cup Finals last year to a bottom 10 team.
You know, it's I'm gonna try and see if I can find it.
And we have like Shesterkin's hurt, Kreider's hurt. Like we've got a litany of people hurt, but the people playing are like spoiled milk at this point, and nobody seems to want to do anything about it. It's like they've given up on the team. Rangers Twitter seems to think they can turn it around with a couple of trades, but I don't know. It's bad.
I'm trying to see with Laviolette.
I think it's year 3 normally. This
right,
is year 2. But I think Laviolette might have got the short end of the stick because...
Well, I'm just saying, so this is like the 4th team, and it's this sort of thing. Like, normally you would go like, oh, well, you know, it's him.
Yeah, no.
But as we've said before, I don't think, like, Nashville, he lost the locker room.
I know
that was a problem. Like, but I don't think he's lost the team.
No. This is a combination of a bunch of shit.
Of aging players.
There's...
God damn it, I didn't do it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Aging players that are getting super long in the tooth, and they have been in the playoffs, so they've been playing a ton more games, and then you've got your international, whatever. So they're getting a little... And Chris Kreider, Mika, Lindgren. So those guys are getting old. And then you've got guys who take a step back, like Keandre Miller has taken a step back, and I don't know if that's because like his defensive partner has taken a step back. And it's just, you trade away one of your heart and soul guys, and then you put out a press release.
Who's that? Was that Kreider?
No, it was Schneider.
Yeah.
And then you put out a press release that everybody's open. Like, it's not conducive to a fucking... You need a solid fucking unit, everybody working toward the same goal. If not, then everybody's checked out.
Yeah, like, Laviolette works really well with either, like, underdog teams or very young teams.
And this team is in between young and, old. And the organization is at that point, like, do we really want to get rid of these guys? But we know we need to get rid of these guys. And how are you supposed to play, like, balls to the wall like hockey is? Like, you need to be ready to fucking play knowing, the organization doesn't give a fuck about you.
That was going to be my other point, which is that your ownership and your
GM,
front office aren't on the same page with what's on the ice.
Correct. So Laviolette can only do so much.
Correct. Yeah.
And they've brought kids up, and we can be a young team that is built around a solid core of. Not necessarily youngsters, but youngsters and the mids, not old people.
Yeah.
It's just fucking frustrating to see, like,
Well,
teams like the Tampa Bay Lightning have a fucking 6-year cycle, or the Blackhawks or the Penguins. Like, these teams have, like, multi-year cycles of competing when those are the anomalies, and let's get real. Like,
well, it's like, and I understand your frustration on, and I'll say 2 points here, which is to what you were saying, in that you're the New York Rangers and that you, I mean, same as Yankees.
I'm not a fucking front runner. All my teams suck.
I'm gonna stick with the traditionally good New York teams. I'm not gonna mention football.
The Knicks.
Yeah, or Knicks too. Like, well, and that they've all, well, Yankees not so much,
No,
but
they're a separate entity.
But apparently the Dolan owned teams, had
Who
their
owns the never mind.
had their heyday, and then they, and then they've been mired in this. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good.
The Knicks went through their Isaiah Thomas.
Well, we don't want to shit on them too much because the Knicks are good this year.
They've got like the fifth best record. Okay. Just saying. Just saying.
We're not doing an NBA segment. We're not.
Yep. I've been quietly keeping that
in
my pocket.
We're only going to do that when it's possible.
Okay. Shh.
Because both of us really want that to happen.
So the Rangers.
Yeah.
The Rangers.
But, at the same time, and again, Dolans aren't going anywhere. So that's not happening. Saxophone. But I get that. But then the second point I was going to make is, which long run might end up being good for the Rangers, but is that you're seeing, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we're seeing a shift in the NHL where the NHL used to be you could play until like you're 40. Mm-mm. It's not like guys are tapping out at like mid-30s now, and it's getting young. An
anomaly. If you're Alex Ovechkin,
correct? Yeah,
but
that's because he's Russian.
He is something else,
right?
There is a cliff that people fall off of.
But it used to be like really late, athletically, per se.
And I think.
I mean, like, what, fucking Bobby Orr played into his 50s or shit
exactly.
like that.
Even though we've gotten safer, I think it goes back to, like, the NFL. It's like every human is, like, bigger, faster, stronger.
Right.
And it is crazy intense.
Yeah.
The, God, who was it that I was watching the other
you're talking about, it's like
Kevin Weeks.
Like the hit on hits are down, but the speed is way up.
Kevin Weeks, I was watching the Flyers play last night against Toronto. Kevin Weeks, the Brown keeper.
Yeah.
And he made an excellent point. Like, two guys just ran into each other. And he was like, dude, you're going 120 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You are 270 pounds.
Right.
You can't stop on a dime.
And actually,
you're looking at this.
And again, like, as the game gets faster, same as like in the NFL, the pads get thinner and thinner.
Correct.
So that you can be faster, you're more agile. It's not the old bruiser league.
No, this was like just a happenstance. Like, both guys on the same team went for the puck. They didn't see each other. Neither one could divert their fucking energy.
God, imagine if that, like, mid-90s Red Wings team was still around with Fedorov.
There'd be dead people
Lynch.
on the ice.
Well, no, I mean, just it would be like
Sidney Crosby wouldn't exist.
You couldn't see anything because it'd be like, pew, pew, pew,
yeah,
pew,
yeah,
pew,
no. And the funny thing was they were so fast, and they will run
you over. Yeah.
Well,
because you have Brendan Shanahan in the back.
Well, there's a reason that NHL '94 exists, and it's because of the Fedorov-led Detroit Red Wings.
Iserman was your second line center.
Everyone outside of
Think
Detroit
about it. Steve Yzerman was your second line center.
Yep. Oh. Yeah. They fucking murdered every person.
No wonder Scotty Bowman has like 80 million cups.
And they were, like, half of them were Russian, so like they didn't care.
What do you mean half? Like 75% of that was Russian.
They knew how to finish him.
Yeah, they grew up in the KHL.
Yeah, exactly.
They were playing pros when they were 8.
They were fighting bears when they were 8. But now you can't do that. Sorry, I mean,
yeah, no, that's all right.
But you can't do that now.
No.
So I don't know.
Well, again, it's
I hate
so
hockey.
like no, it's like I think so. Like we've been talking with like college football, I think if organizations that can understand like okay, shelf life is very limited now. Like we need to. We're playing we're not playing chess anymore. We're playing checkers. So the more that you are able to move and replace and do all that.
I think we've had 4, maybe 5 coaches since the Hank.
Yeah.
Since the Henrik Lundqvist run. I think
Yeah.
we've had 5 coaches.
Yeah.
And it was like, at first it was, oh, maybe it's 4. At first it was a guy who was like, came out of college and he can handle the kids. And then it was, who was it? Somebody else. And then it was Gallant. And now it's, I keep,
Laviolette. Yeah.
sorry, I want to cry. Oh, carry on. I can't do it anymore about those. You want to talk about baseball? Cause
Well, I was just gonna say it's like I'm gonna put in my 2 cents on the Preds and that clearly this is not the year, but
go ahead.
no, it's I think Barry Trotz put together a good team. I don't know if Burnett is the right coach.
No, you kind of need a
Gallant. Yeah,
somebody
like-
who can put a puzzle together quick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So off
Which is
season's
funny,
going to
he
be
did
interesting,
that
but
with the Rangers.
yeah.
Like after the whole rebuild,
Yeah.
he came in and he started this current run we're on.
Right.
Yeah, bring that motherfucker in.
But God, I would love that. So yeah, but it's Preds. At least we're in line for good draft picks. So, and then
I can get down with that.
I think
for the
I don't.
Rangers.
I can't. I don't think we picked up Stamkos and Shea.
Nope, 1-year deals.
Yeah.
Who was the other one? Not Marchand. Marchand.
Yeah, Marcia Salt. So those aren't going to burn us long term. So
Stamkos shouldn't.
I want to keep Brady Shea.
Yeah, I was just about to say you want to keep Shea if he's
Well,
still,
I mean, it's hockey. You want to keep a defenseman, like yeah.
Bro, don't I know it? I think that's what the Rangers are missing. Like
Yeah.
the defensemen the Rangers have
fallen. They are not a dime a dozen.
They have
Defensemen
fallen
are
off a cliff.
They're samurai. Like
They are. And there are very few of them.
yeah. But I mean, I learned that like back in the days when we got Chemo Timonen, and it was like, oh God, look at what that dude can do. Like,
Ryan Callahan was on the call last night, or at the intermission. I was like, damn it, I miss you, Callie.
Brian Callahan, a Callahan.
Hey, Callie. It's Callie. He went to Boston, Mass. It's Callahan. Yeah, I miss him. And Ryan McDonough. Like, I miss these guys.
Yeah.
But
well, and yeah,
again, they have a shelf life.
The best guys on the call are defensemen.
Yes, that's
you never hear Wayne Gretzky on a game call.
No, it's the defensemen or goalies.
Please, yeah.
Which is why managers in baseball are catchers.
See, right?
Like it's just there it is, and managers in football, proper soccer, are central midfielders.
Correct, yeah.
Or a central defender.
Yeah.
You mean a guy who can see the entire pitch and know what's going on? You mean like a catcher?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Imagine
or a
that.
goalie, yeah.
Right. Exactly. So, like, I don't... And again, I've never played hockey in my fucking life.
In real life, no.
The following segment has been brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. The Sports Ball Podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion, marketing by Brock Ryder, graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion, music by the Heisenberg Compensators.